What is up, everybody? We are back with the 41st annual Norman ProAm coverage. My name is Gabriel Dow, and this is Bobby Cox.
How's it going, everyone?
This tournament is brought to you by Sooner Disc Golf and Noble Hardware, driven by Innova Champion Discs as well. Coda Hatfield so far is leading the pack at 4 under par. We've got Alex Savage, fresh off the advanced win, making the feature card first round at 2 under par, keeping up with the big boys. Billy Engel's going to be at even, and then we got Nick Fowble at 2 big. So going straight into it, this is going to be hole 10. This is a par 4, 429 feet. This one, you're really just trying to get up this hill. There's a bunch of guardian trees just kind of taking the straight line out of play. Most of these guys are really going to be throwing a big anti-flex or a forehand over the pond on the left side to get themselves into position for their birdie.
Yeah, as long as you can get past those trees, you're set up pretty well to get the birdie. But if you hit those trees and drop right into the middle, it's going to get pretty tricky. Yeah.
But Coda puts himself in a decent position there. He's going to be on that left side. He might be a little bit pinched off. There's a pretty big tree / bush on that left side. Yeah. And Alex
has a monster forehand.
Yeah, he's got a fantastic forehand.
And that's
so accurate, and he throws it so far, and it's, yeah.
And that's kind of a sketchy play on this hole, too, because if you get some turnover, which happens sometimes, I mean, you can go right into that water.
Yep. There you go. He trusts the overstability of that disc and got up there. Looks like we got Nick throwing a similar line, and wow.
Yeah, he's in prime position.
That is a crush.
Yeah, Nick goes far.
That was, yeah.
Well, I remember seeing him at Duncan while we filmed him, and he was just throwing over all the trees.
Yep. Yeah, that was an absolute crush from Nick. And this is a common thing to see is a lot of players going for that big over-the-top shot will catch the canopy of that tree in the middle there. And it's not a bad position to be in. And Alex...
Tell him what happened to you on that one.
Oh, I actually almost stabbed myself in the back with a tree limb.
Yeah.
Literally, I felt it poking in my side as I started to step back to follow the disc, and I was like, dude, I'm about to literally have to go to the hospital.
You know, people say being a cameraman's a pretty soft job, but I disagree.
Especially a golf cameraman. Shout out to the PGA cameraman, too.
Seriously.
That almost get hit with golf balls. That's even more scary. Coda makes a nice birdie there. That'll move him to 5 under par. He's killing it. There's going to be Alex for the birdie as well.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah. Shashow.
Yeah,
that's.
I guess it's kind of like an insider joke, but
it is.
You have to know him.
Yeah. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out Alex Savage's In the Bag. It's on YouTube.
Shashow.
Billy
moving to 1 down.
Yeah. Looks like we got Nick with a birdie as well. Hole 11, this is par 3, 215 feet. There is a double mando, so you can't go over the top on the left side or the right side. You have to hit this gap here or throw an over-the-top shot straight down the gut, which I'm sure we'll see Coda throwing.
Yeah, why not?
But you really just want to throw this gap, throw a mid-range or fairway driver, whichever disc you're comfortable with, something that flips up flat and just rides straight.
Yeah, if you hit those line of trees there, I mean, you can easily kick straight backwards into that OB water, so you got to be really careful.
Yep. And Coda with a really nice shot.
It shouldn't be that easy doing that.
Yeah.
But for him, it's literally like the easiest play of all time.
He's so good at those summers.
And it never seems like it's going to go that far.
No.
And it just makes the basket.
Yeah. And Alex took an unfortunate kick on the left side, but made the mando. He should be able to pitch up for his 3 from there.
It's like Nick's going fairway driver.
Oh, and that was looking really nice. It was flexing over to that left side, but just barely nicked the right side.
Yeah, he's going to be in some trouble on that left rough. Billy pure in the gap.
It's going dead center, and... Oh,
that's actually a really good tree because that was fading down that hill on the left side.
I mean, it's a good play as well. Just throw it high and straight, and I mean, the basket's right underneath those trees, so if you crash into the trees, you're going to be right next to the basket.
Alex with a really nice little putter forehand shot there.
Yeah.
And Nick had a pretty doable gap there. I thought he was going to be in way worse position.
Yeah, but he should be able to salvage the 3 from there. This is going to be Coda for 2.
Oh, he's feeling himself now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 6 under par through 11.
I can't stress like how hard this course really is too.
Yeah, there's a lot of trouble.
It requires a lot of difficult shots and a lot of scary OBs, and it's not easy.
Nope. Nick stoked for making a putt there.
All right.
Saves his 3. We got Billy with a 2. That'll move him to 2 under par. It's going to be Alex to save the 3.
You can see how windy it's gotten out here.
Yeah, as the day went on, it just got windier and windier and windier.
Especially by this pond, too.
Yeah. It's like every 5 minutes the wind increased by like 1 mile per hour.
Right.
Hole 12, this is a par 3, 270 feet. This is one of the easier holes out here, but it does have some danger. As you can see, you're throwing over the pond here. Most of these guys are going to be going with a sharp knife hyzer over the right side and just try and spike it next to the basket. And then the forehand play is very much there as well. So
yeah, I may or may not, but definitely did throw a forehand roller on accident right in the middle of this pond.
I witnessed that. That was not fun to watch. Coda with a really nice shot there, throwing that spike hyzer, and he's going to be about 25 feet.
That's got to carry left a little bit.
Yeah, it got a crazy wind bounce.
Yeah, that's not going to be runnable unless you're just feeling super crazy.
Yeah. We got Alex.
And if you had the forehand, this is the play, in my opinion. You can just kind of jam it into the hillside.
Absolutely.
Kind of get it out of the wind.
Yep.
He does it just fine.
Yeah, he's going to be up on the hill, a little bit of a scary putt, but should be able to make the 2 there. This is Nick. He's going to be right over there next to Billy. Oh, and Alex just a little bit too low. That's a scary putt, though.
Yeah, I mean that
a low miss is understandable there.
That's the miss you want. That's exactly what I was going to say.
But Coda makes good for the birdie. Looks like we missed Billy and Nick's putts. Billy actually went in the water OB. I remember that. So he's taking a bogey here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Nick saves 3 though. That'll keep him at 1 big.
Oh yeah, he's fishing it out right now.
Yep. Yeah, such a scary putt.
Yeah.
Hole 13, this is a par 4, 495 feet. There is 2 gaps you can hit. There is a forehand route on the left side, which is a little bit more risky because you have the water there, and then the drop zone is not easy at all. So that's definitely more dangerous. The right side play actually is equally as dangerous.
I think it's more dangerous, to be honest with you.
You just have to lace something straight through it. So as long as you get over the pond or past the pond, you want to ideally be on that right side to give yourself a little hyzer skip look to the basket, because there's a lot of trees guarding the basket on that left side.
Uh-oh.
And Coda, I believe, is safe there.
It was actually safe. I actually couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get any fade at all with that backhand, it's most likely going into the water.
Yeah. And this is the play, for me at least. I mean, it's wide open. The gap's a lot bigger.
It's just a hyzer.
You just have to throw it high with something overstable, and you're going to end up on that right side and give yourself a nice look for your birdie.
This whole setup really well for Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's going too straight, though.
Yeah. And he clears the pond and is going to be in bounds, but he's going to be in some rough on that left side. And, I mean, on the left side in general is not fun. And then you add the rough into that, and that's
a lot of trees to dodge.
It's going to be a very difficult upshot.
And Billy playing that middle route just perfectly.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. He'll have an easy little up and down there. There's a nice tunnel on the right side that you can hit. This is Coda taking that tunnel on the right side and absolutely parks it.
Yeah, well done. I don't know if you mentioned it, but that fence on the right side comes into play too.
Yeah, it is
quite a bit.
Yeah. If you end up hitting a tree on the right side and you're on the right side of that fence, you are OB. So you have to be careful about that. Billy.
Okay.
Oh.
Just fighting through leaves.
Yeah, but he
finding a way up there.
Closer than Coda. We'll be tapping in for the birdie. Alex.
Oh no.
It's gonna be well short. Looks like he caught a root there, because that was definitely gonna get at least a little bit of a skip.
Here's Nick's third shot, and yeah, as you can see, he had nothing. I mean, a forehand roller from there is,
yeah,
you know, you have nothing.
Yep.
Man, he had another one.
Yeah, that left side is so difficult to find the basket.
Nice bogey putt.
But he saves the bogey.
Maybe that can get him some putting momentum.
Yeah. Alex makes the birdie there. That's a really nice putt. We'll move him to 4 under par, and then we got Coda moving to 8.
Yeah, Coda's just on a different level right now.
Yeah, he's playing some elite golf. Hole 14, this is a par 3, 348 feet. Off the tee, there's a hill, so you have to kind of, it kind of tricks you mentally. Because
if you give it too much height, it can fade way early left.
Yeah,
that's
and
like
then
the
you're
biggest
in
problem.
the trees on the left, and you have nothing.
Yeah.
But you really just want to throw it even with that hill as hard as you can. You want it to carry straight. So ideally, I'd say a fairway driver, a distance driver, that the straightest thing you have in your bag.
Yeah, and I think Coda was trying to go that high, but he was trying to get way more turn than he got. I mean, he hardly got any at all and just faded right into those trees.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough spot. And Alex going with a slight ante.
Yeah, it's still fading a little early,
more
too.
overstable, but he'll have an easy layup for the 3. It's not necessarily a runnable putt because the basket is on a hill, so you can get some nasty rollaways. And Billy
did a nice job adjusting, but just a little bit too much turn on it.
Yeah, and he'll just be pitching out to save 3. This is a hard lefty line.
Yeah, it is.
But he's executing this really nicely and just turned over just a little bit too much. And he'll be pitching up for 3 there.
Alex just laying up there.
Yeah, smart play. Nick laying up as well.
Here's Coda just trying to get out of these woods.
And that'll do.
This has to be so frustrating.
Yeah, he's got nothing. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
That is the absolute worst of events.
And, I mean, that's kind of like... I mean, he had to do that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really see how else he would have played that.
Yeah. Just needed, like, a little bit more of an overstable putter so that way he could level out.
Kind of pan out, yeah.
Yeah. But... Yeah, another big shout out to d-mart for being a coverage sponsor and helping us get out here to Norman to film this tournament.
Yeah, they do an awesome job. Go check it out.
Yep. Hole 15, this is a par 3. It's 390 feet. This is a bonus birdie if there ever is one. Like, the gap is, first off, you have a low ceiling off the tee, so you can't really go over the top. You really are just throwing something straight through the gap, and you want to carry it as far as you can, and then the basket is on a hill with the water on the left side. So most of these guys are going to be playing this for 3. You just want to hit that gap, get in the open area, and give yourself a long 2 look / easy up for 3.
Yeah, and you say there's no over the top shot, but I gotta give a huge shout out to Nick Papineau. And you're right, there really isn't one, but he found one and he parked it and took a 2.
Yeah, with the tomahawk.
With the tomahawk, somehow.
It's fantastic. But Nick, clears it.
As long as you clear it, you're happy.
Yeah, he'll have a easy up and down there. Man, these guys are making this over-the-top shot look easy.
Yeah,
that gap is so small.
It is very small.
And there's so much in the way. There's so much danger. Because if you clip that tree, your 2 is like 60 feet in front of the tee pad.
Well, even if you do clear it, you still got to make sure you get like enough turn on it so you're not in the woods on the left like Billy almost was.
Yeah. And Alex, It's a really nice upshot. He'll be right there next to Coda.
Man, his scramble game is just so good.
Dude, yeah.
He doesn't really...
I mean, I said he has the mental game of a 10-year player, but he's got the scramble game of a 10-year player as well. Like, he can get out of stuff and save par like nobody's business.
I mean, that's just such a huge part of disc golf, too. Ooh.
And Billy almost throwing it in.
Getting another little roll away. Not quite as bad as the previous hole.
This is going to be Nick for 2. Oh, just a little bit low. Or for 3.
For 3,
sorry.
yeah. Oh, and he knew it. He almost knew it before it even came out of his hand.
Yeah.
And Alex sneaking it over that rim.
Getting a stroke on Coda.
Yeah, he is.
Billy saves par there.
And this next hole is terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Just so everyone can get a little warning.
Nick and Coda both tapping in the bogeys. Unfortunate, but not a terrible score on that hole. You can definitely take a lot bigger numbers there.
Yeah.
Hole 16, this is a par 3, and like Bobby said, it is scary. This is a tiny island that you have to hit. You can play the bailout route, just play it way right. There is a shorter pin on the, or another pin, not necessarily shorter, that you can play for and just pitch up for 3. But this is definitely...
It's super hard because you got to hit that hillside, and if you don't, you're going to just soar right past the basket, and Alex just played that perfectly.
Yeah, he's dropping in the birdie there. That's perfect.
The landing zone is just, I mean, you got to be so precise. It's crazy, or else you're taking, an extra 2 strokes.
Yep.
And I believe if you do go in the water, there's a drop zone, which is almost a harder shot than this shot. So a lot of these guys are just re-teeing if they do go in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, you can take some massive numbers on this hole.
Yep. And Coda is just playing smart. He's taking that bailout play on that right side, just making sure to keep it in bounds. And he told me he's okay with taking a 3 the entire tournament on this hole because, I mean, you can take some huge numbers. You can skip off that backside, be right in the water, and be left with a re-tee, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
So.
And like that last shot, I mean, it was pretty much perfect, and it's still only like, 7 feet from the water. Not even, like 4 feet from the water.
Yeah. Coda. He's good for the par there. It's a great score on this hole. It's going to be Billy for the 2.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. That'll move him to 2 under par.
Pick up the disc, right, and hit the cage and drop it. Watch Kevin Jones do that.
Yeah, I don't think any other card out here this day had a better performance
on
collectively on this hole. I mean, 3 people were within 20 feet.
Yeah, no bogeys either. Nobody ended up out of bounds. That's
birdie, 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 par. That's insane.
That's awesome. And here we got some
the swamp monster
fishermen, some disc fishermen. Actually, that guy said, I didn't catch his name, but he said he pulled out 100 discs that day.
And
I think you were standing.
And 300 total in like the last 2 days.
Yeah,
so.
That's insane. That's what happens when you have an AM weekend on the same course. Hole 17, this is a par 3, 256 feet. This is the easiest hole on the course. You're really just throwing a super sharp spike hyzer, like we see Alex here doing, and you want to be on the top of that hill there or crash a little bit early. But if you do go long, you're pretty much guaranteed a par because there's some jail on the backside there.
Yeah, and the only thing that makes this hole somewhat difficult is just the fact that you have really no idea where the basket is on the tee box.
Yeah.
Because it's basically just like straight left, but you're fortunate to throw it straight, so you got to have it hook over real quick.
Yeah. And Nick, this is looking nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a little bit short, but should be able to salvage the 2. This is Coda. Going out a similar line.
Ooh.
And yeah, he's going to be right there. Might have some trees in the way. Here is Alex. Just a little bit too low.
There it is.
Nick with the birdie putt. That'll move him to 1 big. Coda tapping into par. That'll move him to 8 under par.
Good job. Good job.
And you got Billy absolutely parking it. He'll be tapping in for the birdie as well. This is going to move him to 3 under par.
I'm gonna check the mini before I put up money in my pocket.
He's probably tied with Nick Fowble in the goofball meter.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about Alex. I put Alex above him.
Yeah, I was like,
I put Alex
I mean,
above
really,
him.
like
Yeah.
Alex is goofball.
Yeah.
He's fun though. Hole 18. This is a par 3, 390 feet. Last hole of the first round. This hole is tricky. There's a super tight gap initially off the tee. It's very similar to hole 1, just a lot further.
Yes. And tighter gap.
Yeah. And yeah, as you can see.
Yeah, it's just hard to get yourself to throw it full power with, you know, the gap this small.
Yeah.
There's also, to be noted, up by that pavilion on the right side, there is like a OB painted line.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty swampy, and we saw some people kind of cruise over there. So don't go too far right.
Yeah. Yeah, the play here is really just throw a distance driver out there. You want a soft turn like Coda's throwing right here.
Wow, this is actually excellent.
And with a nice stable finish, and
wow,
that's exactly what you want right there.
Yeah, getting pin high is pretty rare on this one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Here's Alex. And this is looking like a nice shot as well. He's going to be right there next to Coda.
Yeah, even closer, I think.
He kept that one so low.
Yeah, I'm surprised he even got all the way up there.
Throwing 390, like 20 feet off the ground, or less than that.
Yeah.
Like 15.
And Billy just didn't really have room to get the height on that forehand, so he just kind of pitched out in the open. And that is not an easy putt for bogey.
No. Those rocks are tricky.
Yeah.
They're guardian rocks.
Yeah. I actually love the rocks on this hole.
Yeah, it's cool. Nick just laying up. This is going to be Coda for the 2. Finish off the round with a birdie. Just a little bit too low.
Yeah, I just didn't quite fully commit to that putt.
Might have had a little bit of wind in his head, too. And Alex.
That was really his first bad putt.
Yeah.
All of his other
all
misses
around.
have been really close.
And this is going to be Billy to save the 4.
Very nice.
Yeah. And he's going to finish the round at 2 under par.
Yeah, just being under par is pretty solid.
Yeah.
You know, you're not too upset about that.
Yeah, not bad.
It looks kind of bad because, you know, you're playing against Coda, the master of, well, Oklahoma disc golf.
Yeah, exactly. And Coda tapping for par as well. Looks like we got Nick doing the same thing. And he's going to finish that one big. Stirring that soup up.
Yeah, he's cooking. He's cooking up.
All right, well, that's going to conclude the first round of the 41st Annual Norman Pro-Am. So far, we got Coda Hatfield leading the pack at 8 under par, shooting the hot round of 50. We got Emerson Keith one back at 7 down, making his way back down to Oklahoma.
Yep.
Marshall Blanks at 6 under par, and then we got Steve Moniz at 5 under par.
Yes, sir.
So, should have an awesome card. We're moving over to a different park. It's Griffin Park, a little bit more open, literally right across the street. It is longer, so should be a fun round to watch.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys for round 2.